Hey there, it's Matt, the Techno Evangelist. Been a while, but let's just get right into it. I was listening to a podcast recently and they mentioned a cool tool I had never heard of before for the Mac. It quickly became one of my favorites. It's called Quitter, and it's made by Marco Arment. He created a cool podcast player called Overcast and an amazing read it later service called Instapaper. And he's on a whole bunch of podcasts that actually I don't listen to any of them. But Quitter is completely free and it just does one thing. It quits apps. So my main Mac that I use every single day is an M1 Max with 64 gigs of RAM and a 4 terabyte SSD. It's super powerful, but even with all of that, I run low on memory. It's not unusual on any given day to be running a few Kubernetes clusters, Final Cut Pro, virtual machines, the Affinity tools, and a whole lot more. In fact, it's quite common to have 30 things in my command tab switcher. But I don't need all those things all the time. So Quitter will automatically quit the apps that I want it to quit. Let's take a look. When you first install it, I don't think it does anything. You have to add the apps that you want it to quit to the rules list. So Better Zip opens when I want to open a zip file, but then I forget to close it. I configured Quitter to quit it after 10 minutes of inactivity. Awesome. Chrome often sits on my desktop all day, but if I don't use it for an hour, it now gets quit automatically. I have similar settings for Fing and Lens and Notion, even Spotify if I don't touch it for a long time. Now, it isn't perfect. I wished it recognized playing a song in Spotify as an activity, but it only really seems to see clicks and moving around. I originally set 30 minutes for Spotify, but 30 minutes after I started playing something in the background, it quit, even though I was still listening to the music. And I wish it was smarter about Chrome profiles. I may be using one of the profiles, but another I hadn't touched in a bunch of hours. Well, I'm still using Chrome, so Chrome stays open, including all the profiles. This probably would have been a more useful tool when I was still on the older Intel-based MacBooks, but even on this powerhouse of a machine, it's a pretty useful tool. And I thought I would share it with you, in case that you can use it too. On this channel, I talk about all the tools and technologies that I use as an evangelist at a software startup. If you find this stuff interesting, like and subscribe to see more. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.